Hey man, you know who it is, man. Your boy Rated Engineer once again. HipHop Discussions. I'm here with my man MCB Moss.
Hey, we here.
And I got super producer King James Worthy in the building. What's up, family?
What up, boy?
Hey man, HipHop Discussions.
HipHop Discussions, baby.
Yeah, Rated Engineer, HipHop Discussions. Now I got my boy King James Worthy in the building.
Yeah.
I got my boy MCB Moss
We
in
here,
the building, man. Usually we have a full bottle of Douce, but as you can see, King James Worthy came through. So we
I had to do it, man. I had to do it.
Yeah, we had to get turned, so it's
been a little minute.
It's gone, man. We've been chilling, man. But shout out to Let's Get It Entertainment, man. And that's the production crew. They doing their thing. But James, man, what's going on? You all right?
Humble greatness, man.
How you
Working. I've been blessed, man. Just working nonstop, working hard.
Okay.
Just trying to make it do what it do.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna ask you the question of the day, man.
Spot.
Like, how did you fall in love with hip hop?
How did I fall in love with hip hop, man? There's so many variables with that, man. You know, I'm from New York. I'm from Queens, New York, to be exact. So,
Wow. We just had MC Shan. He's from Queens too.
Shout out to MC Shan, man.
That's crazy.
That's the legend right there. You know what I mean? Like, I fucks with MC Shan. What really made me love hip hop is A Tribe Called Quest.
Really?
Ooh.
That's my favorite hip hop group of all time, man.
Q-Tip, Phife Dawg. What
Q-Tip,
about them?
Phife Dawg, Jerobi.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
What about them made you love it though? Like,
it was when they came out, man. It was something new and fresh. You know what I mean? Like, it was a new wave. It was a new sound. It was, and they mixed that jazz with hip hop. You know what I mean? Which was real soulful at the time. You know what I mean? Mixed with dope rhymes and dope metaphors and dope melodies, man. And the production was crazy. Like, one thing about Q-Tip that I love, man, is he knew how to take what was already done and flip it to where you wouldn't even know. Like, you thought it was some new shit. You know what I mean? But like, he flipped it like to a whole different thing. And I just thought that was so dope, man. And I just love everything that they did, man. That's really what made me fall in love with hip hop, for sure.
that's real, man. So for the people that don't know King James Worthy, right?
Probably.
Let the people know what you do and how they know you. Cause they know you. They might just not know they know you. So let them know how they know you, family.
Well, I'll start from the very beginning.
Start from the beginning.
From the very beginning. So, my pops, he's a celebrity bodyguard. So he was around a lot of different people, and I've got a chance to meet certain people through him. And I was just exposed to different types of music, different styles of music. He played percussion too, so drums and all kind of different percussion instruments. And
Right.
I kind of started getting an ear for music, or at least trying to be interested in music by hearing him do it. And I never forget this day. We were at Webster Hall one night, and Michael Jackson was gonna be there to accept an award. And we got in there and like front row, right next to the camera crew. We on the news and all of that. Right by the stage, and they had impersonators the whole night. Doing a whole show for Michael.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, this is crazy. So towards the end of the night, he comes out, he does his speech and has his award in his hand, and I'm sitting on my dad's shoulder, and I got like this custom made Michael Jackson shirt on. So I'm like, nobody had it too, it was fly. So I'm like I was holding it up.
Right.
And he looked at the shirt, he had pointed at the shirt, he just kept pointing at the shirt and nodding his head like he didn't say nothing. So
Mike?
I'm like, yeah, like Mike was doing that.
Get
I'm
the
like,
fuck
oh
out of
shit.
here.
So after that was over, we go backstage, and I had a chance to meet him.
You met Mike?
Yeah.
Wow.
I had the chance to meet him. It was crazy, man.
Wow.
After that, man, I just had a different outlook and a different view of music. You know what I mean? And I knew I wanted to do it some way, somehow. I didn't know whether it was going to be production or songwriting or an artist or nothing like that, but I knew I wanted to do something in music.
That's real.
And then that's where it started at.
But you got an extensive resume. like your resume is impeccable, bro. Let the people know like who have you produced for?
Man, I've worked with artists from Future to Bobby Brown, Whitney Houston, Yo Gotti, Sarah Stokes, Super Peach, Justin Bieber, Fetty, Day Day. It's a lot, man. Truth Hurts, Dre, the list goes on.
Everybody.
Man.
That's why I said, yo, you have to earn the title super producer. Like, you just don't get that name. Like, a person can't just say you a super producer. You got to earn that.
Yeah, man.
You
People use that term loosely nowadays.
Yeah, nah. But you
know what
actually earn that, bro. Like, you've produced for platinum selling artists. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you were also nominated for a Grammy, right?
Yeah.
Ooh. Right?
Yeah, man. That was an awesome experience.
Tell us a little bit about that.
I mean, it was really unexpected. Actually, I remember I was sitting in a Red Lobster the night that I had initially got the first call. I was sitting with my assistant at the Red Lobster. We just just talking about stuff and game plan and stuff or whatever. And I got a call from my publicist at the time, and she was like, she had got a call from the Grammy Academy. And they were saying this, and she didn't tell me we actually got the nomination at that time. She was just saying that we had got on the Grammy board, and they were considering it. So I'm like, okay, cool, that's dope. So the next week, she had called me again, and that's when we officially knew that we had got the nomination. And man, it was just a dope experience, man. Just knowing that your work is being acknowledged in that realm. You know what I mean? I've been to the Grammys before, so it was a dope experience then. But now being a part of it, you know what I mean? That's super crazy.
Man, all right. Now, one of my questions was, which I asked earlier, but off camera. But I want to ask you on camera. What's the most influential track that you ever produced, and what was one of the biggest track? You say you write too as well, right?
Yeah.
So what was one of the biggest tracks you ever wrote? Influential and one of the biggest tracks. So two questions.
Most influential. I could probably say what really kind of got me like some notoriety in the beginning. I had did a record for Young Bird. And the name of that record was called Electric Disco. And this is back when Twitter was like first popping off. And I remember he was on his Twitter, and he used to give out his email for people to send in beats for his mixtape series that he was doing called Twitter Music.
And he produces too, right?
Yeah, he produced too. He writes for a lot of people too. And at that time, he was working on his Twitter Music mixtape series. So I was like, all right, cool. I just send him some beats, see if he likes something. And then I remember I had sent them a batch of stuff, and one day he just hit me back and he was like, hey, I'm going to use one of your joints. I'm like, okay, cool. And then, he put it out. It was on the mixtape. And then that's when like all the DJs was like hosting the mixtapes at the time. DJ LOL, Rockstar, and all of that.
Right.
So that's when it started like popping off. And then I would probably say that was an influential moment because that's when people started taking me seriously.
Okay.
And then probably biggest record, probably Justin Bieber Company. Yeah, that was a dope moment.
Man, so did you write on Bieber's joint, or did you produce him?
I did some writing on that record.
You did some writing on that. So how does that work for the independent people out there, man, that's watching this interview right now, and they want to know, like, damn, how can I get in there when it comes to writing?
Right.
How does that work? How do you submit your songs to these artists?
It varies sometimes, man. Like it's either going through an A&R or somehow directly reaching out to the artist, and they may hit you back, they may not, or sending beats through the email or just hand-to-hand contact. Like for me, I used to go to a lot of different studios and just pop up on artists, man. I'm like, yo, I done did X, Y, and Z. I got a track for you. I got a full record for you. Can we work? Blah, blah, blah. And, depends on what they say. But that's usually how I used to do it.
Okay.
But nowadays, everything is so accessible through the internet. So, like, you could really just send them some stuff and you know, anything could pop off.
That's real. That's real. Bro, you got this joint right now. I did my research. You know what I'm saying? If anybody know me, y'all know me. They call me Drunk Uncle Ray. I'll be fucked up. You feel what I'm saying? Drunk Uncle Ray. But look, so I was real shit. So I was sipping one day, right? I'm on the internet, and I happened to go to your Instagram.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I checked it out, and I saw what you got. HipHop Boot Camp coming out, bro.
HipHop Bootcamp. Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? I know what it is, but I want you to tell the people what it is. What is HipHop Boot Camp?
Man, HipHop Bootcamp is a new reality show that's being developed. And basically, it's just we're putting 10 artists into one big ass mansion, and we're giving them a boot camp. Like, we're showing them how to write records, how to record, how to even mix and master your own records, how to perform, what your stage presence needs to be like, you know, how to stay fit to actually keep your stamina up when you're performing, like all the technical stuff you need to know to be an artist, you know, basically building an artist.
Right.
So we're gonna be eliminating an artist each week. So it's gonna be 10 weeks, you know, 1 week for each artist. And we're gonna let them have it. You know what I mean? Shout out to my boy Lil Scrappy. You know, he's one of the executive producers with us on the show.
Right.
So it's gonna be dope.
So to become an executive producer, bro, like that's a major title.
Yeah.
That's a major title to executive produce anything.
Yeah.
So how did that come about? I mean, yo, the concept starts in your head, but how did you materialize that and make that a reality? Like,
Well, shout out to my boy AJ. You know, if you don't know who that is, he's a dope A&R. He used to do a lot of work for Def Jam. So shout out to AJ. AJ and Lil Scrappy reached out to me, and they just basically wanted me to be a part of the project. You know what I mean? I heard about it a long time ago because I think they started filming it, and I think they kind of fell back on it because they didn't like the content. But now, you know, we're going to do it bigger and better. But, you know, they just reached out to me, and, you know, I love doing something that's new and fresh and something that's just going to open up the envelope for TV, man, because it's the same shit on TV, man.
Every day.
It's the same storylines. It's the same, almost the same people.
Yeah.
That you see on every show. You know what I mean? Like, I wanna set the bar, man. Like, I wanna do something to where, like, man, like, we really innovated, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I always say it's bigger than music. It's bigger than music, bro. Like, it's entertainment at the end of the day. So it's music, it's clothing, it's fashion, it's television, it's film.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it's all expressions at the end of the day.
Right.
And that's what I'm about.
HipHop Discussions.